Martyn Levy joins us on the line now. Martyn, you're on the other side of the world at the moment in New Zealand. It's the middle of the night. We are calling because you recently won the ICO Pitch in Malta for the ICO. Thank you so much for joining us on the line.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, first of all, I think we're really interested. We have a lot of viewers watching that are part of ICO projects. They're really wondering how you did it. First of all, how did you find the Malta Blockchain Summit?
The summit was pretty intense. There were 5,000–6,000 people there, maybe up to 8, I think I saw in the media. But it was action-packed, high energy, phenomenal panels, really interesting, great variety of participants from ICOs, from investors, from industry pundits and experts in the field. So it's really good to see a surge back up in attendance at the conference.
And you're absolutely right. It seemed like it was an absolute community there. There was a lot of people swapping ideas, swapping tips and swapping experiences, which is really what you want from a conference. And I think one key component for you to take away, which was a huge success, which you are due congratulations for, is your win in the ICO pitch. So congratulations, first of all. What do you think were the components that led to you winning the ICO pitch?
Thank you, Jessica. So for us, from what we've spoken, after winning, and it's clear from them that what they're looking for and what many investors are looking for in ICOs or startups is fundamentally around the team. Is the team capable of execution of the strategy? Does the company have a strategy? Does the company have a product? Does the company have a market? Is the market growing? Do they have the ability to execute? Is the go-to-market strategy, the plan, the business plan, executable? Is it a B2B play with business to consumer, and what is the likelihood of success for that company in the market, and does the company have an opportunity to earn? And those are sort of the key components that any investors look at, I think, before blockchain and after blockchain-based businesses. They're looking at the people, they're looking at the technology, they're looking at the market opportunity and the ability to execute.
Absolutely, and you've made a really interesting point there, because some could argue that 2018 has actually been quite a difficult year for ICOs in particular when it comes to crowdfunding, when it comes to actually generating some revenue, and when it comes to income. What were some of the the challenges and the accomplishments that you found personally with your project in 2000?
It's been a phenomenal year, and the win in Malta was in fact the third pitch win that we've had in as many weeks. So we've been very lucky. We won back-to-back wins in Dubai as well the week before we came to Malta. But we launched, Tatau was formed late 2017, and we began the business in 2018, just this year. And we closed a seed round of $1.5 million in April of this year, and we used that money to complete our minimum viable product, our first release of our product, and acquire some initial customers and initial suppliers and prove our product market fit. So what we were very careful to do with our funding was obviously spend it in the right place, which is technology and product development, and of course marketing or customer acquisition. And so being able to achieve very quickly product, an actual live product that works, and customers is a key proof point, as well as it shows our ability to execute as an executive team. And we have a very experienced executive team at Tatau, and that's enabled us to, it's full of force multiplying executives with a propensity for forward motion and forward execution. So we're able to do deals that are beneficial for the company, beneficial for our customers, beneficial for our suppliers, and sort of prove out our business model. So this year's been about product market fit, initial execution, and right now we're raising $10 million in an equity kind of Series A and token issue pre-sale, which we'll use that money to build out the first commercial release of our product, and also acquire a number of customers through to cash flow break even towards the end of next year.
Fantastic, and it sounds very exciting. So let's talk a little bit about the product now. Let's talk about Tatau. So what actually does the product deliver to? What can...
Sure. So Tatau has built a supercomputer, a distributed supercomputer that AI companies, artificial intelligence, deep learning and model training. So they use our platform to train their models. And when they do so, they do it for a fraction of what they pay to alternative or traditional providers such as Amazon, Microsoft, IBM, and Google. So we sell compute to these AI companies much cheaper than what they pay. And we're able to do that because we harness distributed existing GPUs for the supercomputer from crypto mining assets and other rendering farms and places like that that are underutilized or that are experiencing subpar economic returns or suboptimal economic returns at the moment. So we're able to pay those crypto miners, twice what they earn mining crypto. So they're very, very attentive to our proposition. So they provide us with GPU compute, and then we use blockchain to package that all up and provide compute to AI companies. And by providing cost-effective compute to these companies, we're in fact helping them accelerate their innovation and helping them create more products more cost-effectively. So, think smarter smart cities, think better autonomous vehicles, and think more realistic digital humans. These are some examples of customers that we're working with today. So it's really exciting what we're doing, and just imagine having the world's compute resources at your fingertips, and that's what we're doing. It's pretty significant, very, very exciting.
Sounds very exciting. It really sounds like you're adding kind of to the ecosystem and just watching it grow there. How are you sourcing some of these miners and some of these mining computers? Because it sounds like with the mining community, they're distributed all over the world. How are you getting about actually kind of gaining relations there?
So we have essentially been, from a business development or supplier and stakeholder and ecosystem development perspective, for us, been doing a lot of having a lot of meetings with suppliers. So we've identified key suppliers with GPUs. We approach those suppliers either directly or at a blockchain industry event where they tend to be, of course. And the sales proposition to them is very simple. So I understand you've spent significant, tens of millions of dollars building a large-scale crypto mine. I understand right now you're experiencing subpar economic returns. Are you interested in a diversified yield or a diversified revenue stream that gives you a higher yield? Even twice as much as what you're earning now, and they are resounding yes from these crypto mining companies that we talk to. They're very, very interested in doubling their revenue stream and helping themselves get profitable. At the moment, with the price of Ether and the price of some of these cryptocurrencies, they're not making, a lot of these crypto mines are not in fact making money or not profitable from a monthly cash flow perspective.
Yeah, you've made a really interesting point there, and we've noted some of the difficulties in the market stagnant growth, actually, that a lot of miners are turning to alternative options to kind of generate revenue and profit. So you've mentioned the $10 million pre-sale there. So what can we expect from that? If someone is interested in having a little bit more of an insight into this, where can they go to get some more information? Can you give us a little bit of a breakdown when it starts, when it ends, for example?
So the pre-sale's open now. We're partway through that, and if wholesale or accredited investors or venture capital funds, professional investors are interested, they should contact us at info@tatau, tatau.io, or register on our website, www.tatau.io.
Fantastic. And you've mentioned 2018. It sounds like you've been really, really busy. As a final note, what's next for next year for you then? It sounds like the business model is going to be in full swing. It's going to be a little bit of a larger implementation. What's next for you?
So that's a great question. So when we want to close out our round before the end of this year, which will be very exciting, and then 2019 for us is all about further R&D, further development of our platform, release of our first commercial release in June, and significant customer and partner acquisition to start bringing in revenue for the business through to sort of cash flow break even by the end of this year, by the end of next year. And we're breathing new life, new economic life into crypto mining assets. So we will be engaging with a lot of suppliers, engaging with a lot of customers, and go-to-market partners who will help us acquire these artificial intelligence businesses that we want to work with. And so you'll see us move from from attending blockchain and industry events in the blockchain space to the artificial intelligence events where our customers are in abundance.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the line. Thank you for staying up late as it is in the middle of the night in New Zealand. Martyn, it's been a pleasure.